Hello, everyone. Thank you. Uh, Thank you for joining me. I guess I wanted to record this um, a little bit because I went to uh, an all-class reunion for my high school, all the different classes, 70s, 80s, 90s, all the classes. Um, for my high school. And just in conversation, as I was talking to people, and when you're at reunions, people always ask you, hey, what are you doing now? What do you do? And I explained to a few people of what I do in particular with Reuben Allen and how we service women and minority attorneys. And I guess one of the questions was, why did you do something like that? What made you start something like that? And as I was explaining, and I see a couple of people nodding heads because of a couple of people that I were talking to are attorneys who have their own firm. Uh, One of them said, that's really good, man. You should kind of put that on tape or put it on wax, as we like to say, messing around. So I guess I wanted to take a few minutes and kind of talk about, why I started Reuben Allen. And, you know, when I say this, just as when I got into recruiting, I kind of fell into consulting in some form or manner, and I didn't start Reuben Allen just because I wanted to be a consultant. We came up with the idea of Reuben Allen and who Reuben Allen is and who they would serve in particular, because in the recruiting space, as we were doing attorney search, um, I guess I and we, and I'll just from now on just say I because it's just we as well. It's me and my partner as well. What was happening is we were tired of watching brilliant attorneys, especially people of color, women, you know, give themselves up to the large law firms and be burned out, get overlooked, chewed up, thrown out. And it felt like they were alone, even in the space of a firm with 1,000 or plus so people. Um, they felt like they couldn't move up, no upward mobility in the firm because they didn't have the connections that other associates would be. They weren't given the grace to make mistakes such as other associates were given. Um, and then when they did decide to leave that firm or go on their own, they felt alone. They felt like they were building this thing alone. They felt like their experiences were singular, and they're not singular, and they're not unique. They're unique in specific ways, but overall, general, these are common struggles that attorneys who decide to build a law firm go through. And I just wanted to help these attorneys see that they're not alone, that there's someone like them who is out there that wants to help them succeed, that wants to basically help more uh, minority women-owned law firms grow. Um, I'm not an advocate. I'm not a fan of the mega firms, the 1,000 plus law firms. I think law firms and law today has gotten far, far, far too corporate, too business, and moving away from the practice of law to just being money-making machines. And so I do everything I can to promote the small businesses, small law firms, and the talent that is out there. Um, so just as a kind of a short backstory, went to law school in Wisconsin, Marquette, came out, did a little practicing for a minute, ended up just through burnout and circumstance going into uh, recruiting and attorney search. And in that attorney search, what I would see again in the legal world was how much of a disadvantage minorities and women were. And you would go on, and especially when I started recruiting for attorneys, you would go on these large firm websites and you would go through the pictures, and maybe out of every 50 people, you might see one person of color. you might see two women. And it was just stunning to me, the lack of diversity that were in large law firms. And you would go to the hiring committees and you would see the lack of diversity in those hiring committees or those decision makers. And it's just something that I wanted to do. And what I saw was an imbalance, missed potential. And I think when you don't invest in diversity, you're missing the potential of the diverse thought or talent that is out there. Um, I wanted to just bring more talent, people of color, women to the forefront. And I started out specifically trying to place people of color and minority women in larger law firms. And then I kind of scaled that down. My partner and I decided, let's just move away from these large law firms altogether. Let's take people out of these large law firms who, you know, may not value the talent that they have, and let's put them into smaller situations where they can prove themselves and show their skills, and their skills will be highlighted, be more noticed, and they're just not a cog in the wheel. And then it became, let's help attorneys who are trying to start their own businesses and give them the guidance on how to be successful in their own small businesses. Because we knew the more of those that we have in the community, the better off the community is. um, the better off the thought is, the diverse thought, the more control and freedom that they may have as a law firm owner, being able to go pick up your kids if you're a woman, child care. I have a client now who is expecting soon, and she will have, as a law firm owner, the ability to be at home and work from home and do the things that she needs to do. Um, so I just wanted to give people more personal freedom, more economic freedom, more business freedom. Um, and that's kind of what led me into being Reuben Allen. And so, some of the key challenges I saw as we're building Reuben Allen, there was a lack of mentorship. Um, we didn't know how to connect with each other or find the right people to guide us in the right place. And as attorneys, um, we often think we're the smartest people in the room. And a lot of time, because we've been through law school and we've done all this schooling and we're attorneys and attorneys are supposed to know everything, a lot of us um, are afraid or may be too prideful to acknowledge or ask for help. Um, and so I wanted to offer this help, give people access to community and resources, um, help them fight what may be systematic bias, uh, help them build infrastructure in their law firm, help them avoid the burnout that we talked about before, and help them kind of plug in what may be marketing gaps in their community. And so all of these challenges, with the business infrastructure, access to resources, systematic bias, lack of mentorship, these affect disproportionately minority and women-led law firms. And so what I wanted to do is try to close these gaps and plug these holes a little bit. Um, so at Reuben Allen, what we did is we created this consulting firm that caters to mainly minority and women-owned law firms, but not exclusively to minority and women-owned law firms. If you're a white male, hey, we'll help you out. It's just that we decided to reach out to a specific group who may not always have those resources or may not know who to come to when they have those needs. So, at Reuben Allen, our mission is to empower minority and women-led solo attorneys, small law firms, uh, practice groups as well. We create tailored solutions. We'd like to enhance growth, streamline your operations. As a firm, we believe that we champion diversity, and we just don't mean when diversity in just color, diversity in thought. rural versus urban, gay versus straight, uh, disabled versus non-disabled, veteran versus non-veteran. These are all diverse thoughts that we believe that law firms should engage in to make them better. So we're committed to fostering inclusive practices. Um, all of this while delivering innovative strategies that drive excellence that we believe leads to success in the legal industry. Um, I didn't want any brilliant attorney to have to build their firm alone, especially the ones who've been told that they have to work twice as hard for only half as much. I wanted to help those people. And so what we foresee, moving forward with Reuben Allen and our clients is creating a platform for attorneys and in the legal arena, just more Black, brown, minority law firm owners with $1 million practices. Um, as I said before, more moms running around, being able to pick up their kids after school, having the flexibility of being with their family. Um, More impact-driven, profitable practices is really what we're trying to get at. And with those practices just happen to be minority and women-owned practices. So what we're doing is we're just inviting everyone who's listening, come be a part of the mission. If you're building a law firm, if you think your law firm needs tweaking, if you know you need a partner who sees you, who gets it, who knows how you think, who can listen to how you think and not just stick cookie cutter templates in front of you and do the same thing for A that they're doing for B, come with us. Every law firm that we work with, it's a little bit different. It's unique to that law firm. It's unique to who you are as a person. It's unique to your culture. Come on, let's build something powerful. We have a free exploratory call strategy session, 30 to 45 minutes. We listen to you, give you a little advice on that end. We'll walk you through. We have group coaching. We have one-on-one coaching. There's a lot of different ways that we can help you as a law firm and a law firm owner grow. So, hey, don't be a stranger. Come visit Reuben Allen. We wanted to give you our why. And now let's talk because I really want to know your why. Thank you.